Hi guys, good morning. Let me figure out this angle. How are we doing today? I am so excited for this day that I'm about to have. I am about to take a train to Oxford. As you guys know, I'm staying in London for the month, but I wanted to do a few day trips while I'm here. And it's actually getting near the end of my trip, so I'm trying to squeeze those in now because I've been procrastinating them. There's a lot to do in London, so my day trips keep getting put off, but today I'm going to Oxford. I'm so excited. I have never been to Oxford. I've always wanted to go. When I traveled around the UK last year for 30 days, I went to a bunch of different cities, and Oxford was one that I for some reason missed, which is silly because I feel like it's totally my vibe. So I'm gonna go spend the day in Oxford today, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. I honestly don't have like a set itinerary. I do have a big list of things that I want to do, so I'm just gonna go and honestly just figure it out as the day goes on. But I hope it will be a very cozy, literary inclined day, and I'm very excited. This is my outfit of the day, you guys. It's super duper boring, but I want it to be comfortable all day since I'll be traveling on the train. I just have this brown turtleneck, my black pants, my Mary Janes, and this little owl bag that I thrifted last year when I was here. And I guess I'll probably bring my trench coat as well. Even though it's sunny outside, it kind of acts as like a little traveler's cloak as well.
The entrance to Oxford University, educated at Meadow College. I'm Stephen
Hawking. He graduated from here
and then went to Cambridge. Lots of famous scientists would have done both, but Isaac Newton pretty much just. Yeah. We see literally Trinity College is right up here. They're literally there. You have to wear your robes. If you're not wearing them, you're not allowed in. Or if you do exams, you don't have your robes on. You're not allowed to do the exam. They're robes, yeah. It's a slightly different structure there, but yeah.
So there are two athrioms.
The lamppost as well.
Having a little coffee break. Oh my gosh, there's cows. Or bulls, I don't know. But probably bulls, I don't know the difference. But they make me feel at home.
My God.
Hello guys. I thought I would do a little midday recap. I am in the Meadow, Christchurch Meadow, I think it is, and it is just so lovely. I found this beautiful patch of grass. The sun is just like shining directly on me. It feels so good. It's funny because every time I have been imagining myself in Oxford for years, and whenever I have this like picturesque imagination of it, it's always raining. Like it's always a gloomy, rainy city. But on the day that I'm here, it just so happens to be very sunny, which I think in actuality I like much better because I think I'd be feeling quite somber if it was cold and wet here right now. It is cold, it's just not wet. So when I first got here, I ended up doing a tour actually, just like a short hour-and-a-half walking tour. I'm really glad I did that because it kind of gave me like a general layout and also like a lot of history of the city. It sort of like got me talking to like other people in the tour group, which was nice. And the tour was actually done by an Oxford student. So that was also interesting. I'm having like weird synchronicities today because there was a woman in the tour group I was in that was from Texas, and she was a little bit older, like retired, and she was saying that she's been like solo traveling for a little while, and I feel very comforted when I meet a fellow female solo traveler when I'm on my trips. So that was really nice. She was sweet. And then right now I was walking past the meadow and there was a bunch of cows in the meadow, and I was like taking pictures of the cows, and I look around me and there's just like a bunch of like whimsical girlies like also looking at the cows. It was so cute. And there was this girl next to me and she asked me if I knew what kind of cows they were, which I didn't know, but I was also wondering that because they're like interesting looking cows because they're female but they have horns. Anyways, and then I started talking to her, and then I found out that she's also from Texas, and this is her first time like solo traveling in the UK. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting that I met the two people that I talked to today are solo traveling females from Texas. That is so weird. So yeah, that kind of made me feel like a little less alone in a new city. So that was quite nice. And they were both so lovely. I think I tend to get a bit anxious out in the world at times, but I never regret putting myself out there and connecting with people on my travels. So I think even though it's scary sometimes to like strike up a conversation or something, it's not that scary, but you know what I mean? Like it's not exactly in my comfort zone, because when you're traveling, it's like you're not only trying to see the world, you're also trying to meet and experience new people, different types of people, and share your story and learn other people's stories. You know, it's a lot more than just seeing the world. I think it's about being a part of the world as well. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening just walking around. There's a couple of like bookshops and little quirky shops that I have on my to-do list, so I'm going to go hit up those. I'll probably get dinner somewhere, and then I think I'm going to go try to catch Evensong at the church right here. So I have a few more fun things to do today. I'm loving this light. I'm also loving this willow tree. I've been thinking a lot about willow trees lately. And I have this like poem in my head about a willow tree, and I need to write it down because it's been coming back to me a lot. It's so beautiful. Okay. I am so tired right now. A day trip to Oxford from London is definitely doable. It's definitely tiring. I wish if I did it differently, I would have maybe tried to leave a little bit earlier in the day, just so that I had more daylight when I was there, because a lot of things start closing from like 5 to 7, of course, like a normal city or town would. But I arrived at like 1 just because that was like literally the cheapest train ticket to get to Oxford, so I just got that one. But I had such a good day. I feel like I learned so much. I need like a moment to really like digest all of the English history that I just learned. I'm about to write in my diary. I went to Evensong at Christ Church. It was amazing. Like, I'm so glad I carved out the time to do that. It was kind of something that I was like, oh, maybe I'll stop by if I can, but it happens at 6 o'clock and I just happened to be like in the right place at the right time to go in and see it, and it was really cool. It's like an all-boys choir. But right across from where they had Evensong, they had an Alice in Wonderland shop. I am obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. I feel like it's one of my things that I've just like always loved. And I got a deck of playing cards. I've been wanting to get myself a deck of playing cards that is like specific to my interests, and this one is just so perfect, obviously. When I was in Paris, I bought a Napoleon themed deck of playing cards for my dad, because he's obsessed with Napoleonic history. And ever since I got him that, I was like, I want a deck of cards like that. Not necessarily Napoleon cards, but like something specific to my interests, because I want to like whip this out at parties and everyone's like, hell yeah, of course she has an Alice in Wonderland deck of cards. Like, it just makes sense. Look how cute these are. Oh my gosh. I am actually obsessed. Hold on. Butterfly, Cheshire Cat as the Joker, another Alice, Drink Me, the King. I'm trying to find the Queen because obviously the Queen is on the Queen, or not this one, but anyways, just so cute. I'm literally obsessed with these, and I feel like they'll also look cute like in my flat lays on Instagram. I'm always thinking of like different like random trinkets I can display in my pictures on Instagram. Oh, there's the Queen. There she is. Anyways, that was like such a good souvenir. I'm so glad I got that. So that's Alice's shop in Oxford. That was like definitely my favorite shop that I went to. Thank you for spending a day in Oxford with me. I wish I had more time there, honestly. Someday I'm gonna go back and give it like a good 3 days, because I think that's what I need there. I'd also love to go to Cambridge. Obviously, I was learning a little bit about Cambridge today as well, and it's really interesting how those two histories connect. So I'll be going to Cambridge next time I am here in the UK, which actually, you guys, if you've been keeping up with me, this is the last video in my UK series this year, which is very sad. I'm leaving London in a few days. It's been such a wonderful trip. I feel like so much happened that I didn't even vlog. Like, I created 3 videos while I was here, but that just only like scratched the surface of what I've been through. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm so happy I have someone to share my adventures with. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!